if you pop it off like that and then you come over here, you touch that, see how they're kind of lit up? That means the chat will display. This means, but
Pew, pew, pew.
they have a link. Why don't they just drop the link then? They have a link. Why don't they just drop the link then? Yeah.
Oh, we're live now.
Yeah.
We're live.
Yeah. Dark. You can't see nothing. It's all dark, guys.
Dude, I swear, I think we were live the whole time.
No. There was only one person watching as there was. And it's going to be a black screen, so nobody's really going to watch anyways.
Yeah, I don't hear any talking.
Well, because, yeah, we had it on pause.
Well, I backed it up.
They have a link. Why don't they just drop the link there?
Alrighty. The fuck's going on, motherfuckers?
Yeah.
What's up, bitches?
Can't see nothing. It's all dark, guys.
Sorry.
Yeah, I swear.
Not everyone. Just some of you guys.
No. There was only one person.
You're like backfeeding all in your chat.
And it's going to be a black screen, so nobody's really going to watch. Hang on, I'll pause it. But you ain't going to be able to hear them. Oh, because they're chatting. They chat, we read. They can't hear. We can't hear them, right?
You got 9 people watching. No one saying hello.
Yeah.
Well, don't be shy. Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, guys. So just let you know, some people that don't know who.
Oh, there's your wrench.
That follows my. Yeah. Yeah. G-Dot's good.
Damn, dude. It's a good thing we came to that you know, the other alternative, you know, we found ourselves in a little Mexican fucking standoff there in the desert, didn't we?
Well, don't talk shit. But that being said, that brings up a thing where, how many of you guys want to see, I guess, Sam?
I'm glad you said I don't want to do that, man, because then I was like, dude, we don't have to.
Yeah.
Oh.
What up, G-Dot?
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Hey, Tyke.
So why don't you tell him your idea, Sam? Tell him your idea.
I think, you think Eddie's a little butt hurt? I mean, nobody wanted to listen to him. We came into the fucking chat talking about his fight and shit, and they're like, "Oh, fuck him! What's this about a fight?"
That's how YouTube is. Fucking, yeah.
Oh, well.
The better content, I guess. So. What am I into tonight? I am into G-Dot. Just to give you a straight up thing, what's going on is a dude from YouTube came down, wanted to support me in regards to what was going on mentally, and basically tried to just hang out. And he came all the way from quite a many miles away or whatever, at least a full tank away. And it was kind of a difficult situation to meet up, but we ended up meeting up. And Sam's a little bit more unfiltered than I am. So I'm not really used to that. But he's got some ideas that wanted to run past, and apparently he's not able to go live. So
thank you, Tupac, you piece of shit. Your kid's looking nice, sweet, and delicious, you punk ass bitch.
Sam, that's not right.
I know. Fuck him.
Yeah, but that's not right, regardless if, yeah.
Alright, yeah. I'm sorry, I should have never said that, but...
Yeah, so, he's... Unfiltered genuine drag.
Hey, man. Hey,
yeah.
If Rick can sit there and say that he's gonna fuck Digger's daughter when she turns 11 years old and put a fucking, like a horse feed bag, I think I can get away with saying that.
Whoa. Don't give me, the unjustification type stuff.
You're right, I was wrong. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not talking about you, John. No, just fine. Talking about their actions shouldn't make your actions the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because somebody's sick in the fucking head and does, even if it's wrong, like, yeah. Even down to what me and you, can I talk to him about what me and you talked about the whole, my venting to you?
Oh, hold on. I have to say one thing for sure. I can see why Tyke is stressed and why he's, going through. I just found out how, let's just say, you guys are going to have put forth a little more effort after I leave, because I gave Tyke some tools and some advice on how to handle you guys. And
I don't have no issue with them.
Hopefully,
I don't have no issue with nobody.
Dude, you got...
But you're recognizing them, the trolls and shit, and I don't do that on my shit. I really don't have issues with trolls. I have issues in my life. And then I deal with the issues in my life.
Man, it's what they see. It's what it boils down to. Is you got part of the community that wants to go along the journey with us
and help support the journey.
Yes. And then there's the other part that are bitter. They're miserable.
Is how we view it.
They're pissed off because they're stuck in their miserable little fucking world.
But that's just how the best way.
They're too afraid to go out because they have. Well, I got obligations. I got mortgage. I got this. I got that. I got all this stuff. Well, what am I going to do with all that stuff? Motherfucking, you can't take it with you when you go, can you? No. It's all materialistic. You're letting materials tie you down. You guys say I don't have nothing. I choose not to have.
Do you want me to record you?
I don't need.
I don't know if I should put the
all that.
Yeah, you have to stand. You have to stand in the light.
I don't need all that shit.
The light's over there. You want to go under the light? Talk to the camera.
Why am I taking up your show? I'm sorry.
No, I didn't know if you wanted me to record you or not. You haven't told me not to or not.
No,
There are two, so yeah. I knew that you told me to, yeah.
Oh, dogs are having fun. How many times dog take off?
None. I think one of them's already in bed, isn't he?
Yeah. How many times have you seen JoJo take off?
None.
So I wonder why he was taking off.
None of them have taken off.
So I wonder why
what are you talking about?
off. So I wonder why he kept taking off from the Chinese lady or Mexican lady or whatever.
Oh, that's where you were going with that. I was like, what are you talking about? I never knew she ran off, or you ran off.
Yeah. She said it on the video that he keeps escaping. That he keeps escaping. I ain't had a problem with him. The only time I have an issue with him is when there's a fucking dog in heat and he don't listen for shit.
Where are you going?
We'll go get me something to drink.
Oh.
Oh, hey Tyke, since you've met me in person, how fucked up am I physically?
Physically? It looks pretty bad. I haven't... Yeah.
Does it look like I could walk into a place and say, hey, I need a fucking job? I mean, would you hire me? No.
No. Maybe no. It depends on what kind of job it was. But definitely not moving around.
How many canes does it take for me to get around?
2 that I see, yeah.
Have you seen me walk without the canes?
No.
Oh, just wait. I try it, dude. But it's so much easier.
Well, yeah, when you got out of your van, yeah. Yeah, so hang on. I don't like the black screen, so hang on, guys. Look over here, underneath the light. I did a mushroom stream out here in my yard. Well, that's where it ended. So, yeah. Right there's the light. I don't know if you guys can see me. It's really me. Yep. And, see, I'm totally lost. But, yeah, the light usually thing or whatever. Kind of, so let me just process with you for my viewers or whatever, like how this is definitely different for me because, you know, I always keep it real with you guys. Definitely different with me. Never really had another YouTuber, other than, you know, meeting with Portland Andy or whatever, and he was doing a live stream or whatever, and the next day got to spend time with him offline. I'm more of a real person that will respect the fact of not putting somebody on camera, so that was just something that me and Portland Andy agreed on. Meeting Cadillac Sam, or you know, Rubber Tramp now, wasn't expecting it. I actually thought I was being trolled, but yet at the same time, I am who I am, and I mean that in real life. So even when the other day I was on another channel, I told him that after they said, you know, if he comes this way or whatever, we could meet up at a park, or I just let him know that you know, and I did what I would have done any other way. And I think that processing earlier with my thought process with you guys helped some of you guys understand my excessive thought process on just one circumstance that everybody in here can familiarize. You know what I'm trying to say. It's the same as a specific whatever. Yeah. So, what was the other thing that I used to say that I got flip shit and I was per se. Let's just per se that's, yeah. You guys are familiar with the YouTube thing, and yeah. For sure. Yeah, I totally. Yeah, but and I will be straight up with you guys that since I've been back, I said I was gonna go live. When I came back, I didn't. I actually, last night was my first night with nightmares. I woke up at 7 o'clock this morning. I actually broke my laptop from kicking the wall. And that's how I woke up. But I did get on my meds today. I felt really good. It was a productive day. After meeting Sam, before we came up to the place, on the way up here, I actually had to deal with some personal stuff that I didn't really want to have displayed or out there. And that being said, there was no way around it because it was on my phone. And when a situation needs to be dealt with, it needs to be dealt with. And I believe that I don't know, I'll just say this, that I have always been a reserved person, and I filter enough through YouTube and a psychological aspect enough to where I'm allowed to sleep at night the best I can, and also not feel so much guilt or so much whatever over feeling that I was responsible for anything or reflexes of anything. So that being said, I understand that there could be, but I had to deal with it. And with me only filtering, there is a lot of stuff that you guys don't know out there that is not, that I haven't been telling you guys. I feel that, and I didn't realize that until today when that happened on the phone, that I do that because as long as I'm able to release some of it, the burden ain't as big, if that makes sense. And I don't mean just like in guilt or whatever. I mean in regards to like worrying about somebody or whatever, or me being the unstable person and, you know, contacting people to get some of, yeah. So I'm gonna shut up at this point because I don't even know what I've said before, but I know that I haven't fucked up on stuff that I didn't want out, and didn't want but I still struggle mentally with the whole thing with my ex. I am going to do what I need to do, and I'm sticking to what I need to do. That's not going to change. The last couple days with your guys' help, I was able to process the fact that, kind of in the same way, even though some people may view me not liking my mom or not loving my mom or not caring about my mom, I want to make this clear, and this is probably the best thing that if anybody ever wanted to let my mom hear something or whatever, this is probably the best thing that she'll ever hear. I will always love my mother, but that does not mean that I have to respect her or approve of her actions. So that being said, I kind of translated that into my relationship. And what you guys also didn't know is that for the first time since 1999, I was able to go to some families' resting places and process some things that I needed to do that I didn't know that I needed to do. And in my eyes, the Creator answered some prayers that have been answered very strongly and very quickly. And I think that the answers of the prayers and the response of that made it to where mentally I am more stronger or stable with understanding that I cannot change anybody and I cannot make anybody do something that they don't want to do. And there's only one way for communication with me and my ex to happen, and that has happened recently. And I've been very upfront and honest that I'm doing what I'm doing and choosing what I'm choosing because I deserve to love myself. And what I did not realize is that I was on a path of destruction before, and this is all in the last 2 days that I've realized this. I was on a path of destruction before I met Gina. And what it was I was dedicated to protecting my kids enough to where I was going to lay down my life one way or another, because I felt that nobody was answering or listening. And I could have been able to do it justifiably and legally, which was even more concerning because I didn't want that. For the first year that when me and her were together, she was the backseat girl. I didn't want a relationship that was to take a back seat and either be my friend and come to my funeral or write me when I'm in prison. So that being said, I didn't really have something to grasp onto in life at that point besides fighting for my kids. And I was so focused, and it was such a long period of time drug out of going through the process and the traveling and all that stuff, that it just dawned on me that the love that I had in me was for my kids and Gina. And 8 years of being with somebody and not realizing that you really didn't love yourself at the beginning, but you kind of found a purpose in your other half, and you found a whole different part of the world that you never really experienced because it was more normal, as people would say. And what happened was the fact that I didn't actually process the fact that I didn't love myself, or that I was in a self-destructive way before I met her. And I ended up, well, as you can see now, single, heartbroken, in love, and learning to love myself. There's nothing wrong. You're right, and I don't know, I hope that's what that's what's fucked up about it, is in the back of my head I kind of feel that, because that was the other thing, is that I was on the phone with a relative, and that was brought up, and I even mentioned it to Sam that, even at all the stuff that everybody's telling me to stay away or whatever, and part of me wanted to kind of since somebody's here physically with me, I almost mentally wanted to test, just as a test, but then I didn't want to put a test out there and have it fuck with somebody. And yes, it has crossed my mind today where I felt like getting a hold of Gina, because and telling her, if you really want us to work, get back here tonight, and we will leave on the 1st to go wherever. Even though our rent's paid or whatever, we can pack up, we can relocate, because in my heart and my mind, I didn't also realize how much change happened in regards to our lives. Gina grew up here. Gina knew everybody. This is where Gina's addiction was. Gina didn't work. She was an addict so that being said, an active addict, I should say, an active addict. When we came back here, she was more of a responsible, productive member of society. She worked full time. She worked 6 days a week, 10-hour shifts. In all honesty, that's what caused her to relapse months before I was even able to recognize or was told. Without putting my walls around my family and protecting my family and thinking of the things like how I think of, analyzing how meeting another YouTuber or whatever, I failed as a partner, I failed as a friend, and I failed as a husband by not recognizing that these miserable people out here that keep using thought of her as money and thought of her as a way to help themselves while not caring about her as a friend. You're right, Andrew, but in my heart, she's my wife. But I want to clarify this just for anybody, because I don't want anybody to misinterpret this. We are not legally married. We were never legally married. The trip to Reno, when we took to Reno, we did a ceremony that was a non-legal ceremony between both of us. It was called a commitment ceremony. It was supposed to be in our eyes and our heart and to our higher spirit. A marriage. And that's kind of what, because I don't break promises. I guess I want to make another confession and be honest with you guys, because maybe this might help somebody. I lied to one of you guys the other day. Maybe a couple of you. All of you that were in my stream. I may have responded to one question and you guys read that one question, but I actually lied to everybody in my channel without meaning to. But I did tell you guys before. This ain't no way at all to try to fix nothing, as far as I know. Yeah, so as far as I know, I was going to say something else, but this ain't no way to try to cover nothing up or whatever. But I also don't want you guys to believe a lie. So that being said, I did not sleep with the girl that I went to go meet. If you guys remember when I pulled up to AM/PM, I said that there was warning signs. Those warning signs were too strong for me to actually even attempt to do anything other than a hug. I wanted to make people believe that I would have been able to be stronger, but in all reality, I've done that before, guys. They say the best way to get over top of somebody is on top of somebody else. It's really not, because when you do it, in your heart don't change. Your heart's still with the person that you love. So while you're physically with somebody else, your heart will take over your mind, and you'll feel the guilt, you'll feel everything. So I knew that that wasn't a thing. Thank you. Yes, I will. So I apologize for lying. In all reality, I did want to, I guess, be, in the man's world or whatever, confident enough to be able to do that without having no feelings or having no repercussions. Yes, prayers for both. Yeah, all of us, yes. So I do apologize for that, but yeah, that was a lot or whatever. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference or not in my process of speaking and thinking, but I can feel it. And I kind of felt a change today by taking that first medication. And the medication, to clarify what it is, it's hydroxygen, which is an antihistamine, is what they told me. And then it's Cymbalta is what it's called. It's not Lamictal, it's Cymbalta. Yes, having a conscience, not just a conscience, but a good conscience. Juan wants to know what's up, Sammy.
I'm alright. Waiting on you to.
I'm coming back over. Yeah, I'm done pouring my heart out. Yeah, I'm done.
Andrew's in there fucking.
Andrew can hear you.
Wow, fuck him.
What?
He's just talking.
What did you guys do? Okay, let me break it down. What happened?
He started running.
If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But what is your? Because Andrew has never done anything like really, actually, like anything to like attack anybody or be. You know what I'm saying? Like
You want me to be honest?
I would like it, because he may not even know.
I said shit to him and he didn't fucking like him.
Okay.
I guess you could say,
like,
I guess
well, then
you
how?
could
Why
say,
the fuck, Sam?
I worded something a way that you could take it like two different ways.
How somebody analyzes it.
Yeah, depends on how you want to analyze it. And he fell for it, hook, line, and sinker, and now he's part of the YouTube fucking bitch committee.
Peekaboo belly. Yes, I hope so too. The hydroxygen, whatever it is, I'm supposed to take 3 times a day. I actually only took that once today because I didn't feel comfortable with what has happened with my other pills, and my sleeping attempts with not having dreams or whatever and ending up in the hospital. So I didn't want to actually, how do I say it? I took one of the pills, and my goal tomorrow first thing in the morning is to go to the dollar store. I'm getting one of them like eraser marker board things, and I'm putting 3 boxes on it. And every time I take a pill, I'm going to end up checking off a box. So that way I know for a fact I don't take more pills than what I'm supposed to for that day. And yeah, because my anxiety is real, and I almost messed up when I took the Cymbalta because that's only once a day. I took it, and then in about 20 minutes later, I didn't remember if I took it. Tyke, what happened? The dog. But yeah, so that's what my goal is tomorrow, and it's more of a safety type thing and being responsible than it is just, but I'm having faith, and even with the things of like, yeah.
You guys ready to lay down?
But the best terminology that I used today was, somebody said,
anything I help
I'm
you?
in a hole, and I said, if you're in a hole, I hope you get yourself out of the hole, but remember, you can never cover a hole with branches and expect not to fall in it. And then Sam's giving me all this advice about stuff that he thinks that I have these trolls that like attack me and like
move
and come at me, and I thought I'd been doing good on not reacting to them and stuff, but apparently I've been reacting to them. But I felt that I had my life too fucked up to even recognize if a troll was fucking with me, and if they were, it was more of a respectful type to try to understand where they're coming from, and yeah.
Yeah, Tyke, they're gonna say I'm gonna fuck you in the end. They're saying I'm gonna talk shit about you after I leave.
Whoa, what do people talk shit?
They're saying I'm gonna fucking leak out sensitive information you told me.
What sensitive information do you have?
That's what I'd like to know.
Like, what sensitive information do you have?
Hey, Disney tried telling me something, and I was like, I don't want to hear it.
No.
I don't want to hear it.
Yes, thank you, Arizona Travel. Back to beginning, 2 times speed. Good job, buddy. Always I crack up every time I read that.
God damn it, man.
Because I remember fucking... Oh shit. I hope that didn't get no...
This is yours.
Okay. Cool. No, it didn't. Whoa.
Come here, Zena.
What do you need? What do you need? You're not laying out here tonight, are you?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
Come on, Zena. Come on, inside. Come on. Zena, come on, inside.
yes, thank you guys. So, I think Sam wants to like talk to people about something, an idea that he has, and it was legitimately his idea. And when I say that, like, Sam's a little bit more unfiltered than I am, I really mean that. And Sam has some talent that he'd like to explain to some people. He's just
Look at that. They all just filed under there to go to sleep.
So Sam, you want to tell him?
Hey, why don't you tell him my first idea?
What do you want me to tell him everything?
Well, tell him about the idea.
You really want me to?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys... Fuck.
What's the first thing I say? I was like, hey man, I got an idea for some great content.
Yes, he did. And
I said, they'll love it.
it was actually a thought out thing after he said it, because I know how YouTube can be. And needless to say,
yeah, to give them a heads up that, you know, we were just going to be doing a skit on YouTube.
Yeah,
just in case you guys called the cops.
Yeah. And that was a legitimate deal, because we didn't want nothing like that to happen, and I knew that they knew where I lived. But bottom line, really didn't get into detail besides at the first it was like, you know, Sam gonna do something to me, but then realistically, that could have got some backlash of other people thinking, and with the stuff going on in my personal life, didn't really want to put that burden onto other people without meaning to.
I tried to stage a shootout in the fucking desert. I had firecrackers, and it was supposed to be pretty good.
So yeah, but it's not gonna it's not gonna happen. And
dragging it out.
Then he decided to come up with this other brilliant idea, and you're gonna say it because I'm not gonna say it, because if I say it, people are gonna fucking because it was your fucking idea to do it.
I thought, I was like, what would draw everyone's attention? You know, I'm thinking in my head, but then it popped into my fucking head. I can do something and make something happen that Good Job Buddy and Evan teased everybody about. Want to see two motherfuckers go at it? Tyke, you got access to boxing gloves?
Yeah.
All right.
Sam wants to box, guys. Like, Sam wants to box.
Well, I mean, I want everybody to see me get my ass whooped.
And I will say this, that I, like, you don't need to get your ass whooped, Sam.
Well, here's the thing.
That's the thing, is that I don't like hurting people.
I'm going to bet against myself, so I'm going to win either way.
Fuck, man. Fuck around. There it is. There's the logic.
Yeah, I'm different, dude. I'm cut different.
And it's, okay, so I'm going to read you this, what was just said, okay?
I'm cut different,
it says,
dude.
Nobody would have fell for it. There's only one way it would have went down. And I'm reading this for a reason, because, we talked, this was actually discussed. Would have went, and that is Tyke taking Sam's ass. Everyone knows Sam is a big old pussy. But, remember me, you killing me.
Oh, yeah.
You killing me, it wouldn't have been believable or whatever, because you came here. So if that would have, it wouldn't have been believable. See, yeah.
Yeah, I tried to spin that.
I heard it, and I called him out on it, right? And you said he said he was wrong. Yeah, and I didn't know, like, what up, Dougie?
Hey,
Why don't you say something to Dougie, since he's in here, and you can, if you're in here, Dougie, Sam's got something to say.
You're a good dude, Dougie.
But yeah, he tried to, I guess, get you worried or something, and...
Well, I thought you were a troll, Dougie, until he explained the past, and it was like, oh, okay.
No, Dougie's a real dude. Dougie's a fucking real one. Like, for real.
I was thinking you was a troll, Dougie, and Tyke was like, no, you ain't no troll.
Yeah.
So who's BK?
I don't know, Burger King? Blood Killer?
Oh, that's Nikki.
So yeah, and Dougie, I just found this out. Check this out. I gotta go back to the light for underneath this one, because I just fucking found this out last night. So anyhow, because I want you guys to see my face. Here's a clip. Life of Tyke here. You know something, Nick? You're a piece of shit. You sit there and you fucking do your hour streams talking about my buddy Dougie, talking about all this stuff, bringing up the little crystals and all this stuff. But you know what? The whole thing on the video, you're doing this back and forth. You're losing weight. Nick was. You're losing weight. And what I just found out was that I am a candidate. A perfect candidate to take your tailpipe of your bike and shove it so far up your ass with no lube that you taste that fucking silver speckle oil coming out your mouth. To the point that finally your wife decides to leave you because she realizes that there's good people out there like me that don't do drugs, that's honest. Yeah, so Dougie, hold your wife tight and know that the life of Tyke says hello, bitch. So that if people don't know what that is or whatever, it's been brought to my attention, and you can, yeah, I hope whatever, if it was clipped or whatever, it stops there. They can do their job. Anyhow, it was just brought to my attention that the Life of Tyke profile, there is a Life of Tyke profile, and I'm honored. Let's just say that, because yeah, so I gotta do my work, I guess, to be able to help in my part, and if that little 2-minute segment helped, then I'm glad to help, because you know why? Dougie's not a bad guy at all. At all. Specifically thought me. He's in love with my brother. Sam, do you love my brother?
I don't love your brother.
Well, what's
I care for him.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's always been there for me.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I can't hate on that. Even though that I could get jealous and be like, oh, I don't have a relationship with my brother. I understand it. I respect it, yeah. Which part? Which part? Like,
Well, when I left this time, when I left from his house, remember when I told you?
Okay,
you
yeah.
saw the look on your brother's face
Yeah.
when he came out to smoke a cigarette and I was in the fucking back driveway?
yeah. When was that?
Well, we kind of got into a fucking squabble, and I thought about fucking with him, and then I was like, no, I'm not going that route. He's been too good, and I need to change my ways.
Dude.
And I'm trying to change. Tyke, I'll admit to you, have I said some shit about kids? Yeah, maybe, here or there. There's been a few other people in the community that has said
You keep saying, I know, you keep saying that, but that doesn't give you anybody else a right to be able to keep doing.
Well,
just because somebody else jumps off a bridge doesn't literally doesn't mean you have to jump off a bridge.
I understand I can't go around fucking doing that.
Yeah, because it is a very demented area to even go to for.
But I never said anything about Andrew's kids. He just happened to take shit that way.
Well, I didn't know that had nothing to do, and he didn't even, yeah, Andrew don't get into, I think he tries to keep it more between.
Oh, dude. Hey, come here.
What?
You got a bounty on your head.
What are you talking about?
You got a bounty on your head.
On my head, what do you mean?
$1,000 gift card if I beat you up.
Who are you talking about? Where are you reading that?
Right there on the very bottom.
Gift card for you if you beat. Who the hell's that? Do they even have a $1,000 gift card? You want to split it?
Sure.
You want to punch me in the face a couple times?
Sure.
No, I'm for real. Do you trust them enough to send you $1,000? And what kind of gift card is it? Like stolen returned merchandise from a crackhead?
From the internet? Fuck no.
Right? From the internet? Like...
Nah, they're going to put it on the PayPal and then we're going to go draw that shit off first. And then we'll fucking do it. We're getting paid first.
Yeah, I could do a panel on my laptop if I didn't actually truly crack everything that I thought. All I know is just that I woke up, kicked my laptop this morning, and the flip top part or whatever went back behind the thing, and I didn't even spend the time to look at it or nothing. I just considered that I broke my laptop because it was a very hard kick, and the wall or nightstand right next to it actually had some damage, so. Yep, what, Sam? You can't do this to me, Sam, on here, like...
What am I doing?
What are you doing? That's what I'm asking you. Yep, what? Because I'm not trying to get in between your and Andrew's stuff, but I am very adamant about where I stand on shit. And if you're agreeing with what Andrew's saying...
What are you talking... Whoa.
That's concerning to me, because I don't agree with that. Like, what are you talking about with the yep?
No, I was agreeing to something else.
Oh, because I thought you were talking about, like, you're agreeing with it. What is going on? Sam, what have you got me into here?
I ain't got you in nothing.
So what, yeah. Do I even want to ask these questions? Like, Sam, what happened between this person and this person? Do I happen to be between this person and this person? Good job, buddy, if you're listening. You remember that time when you had that unexpected fucking interview from Sam? That one that I call one of the most funniest streams you've ever fucking done.
Yeah, you wanna know why? He had just smoked some really good shit.
Yeah.
He was high as fuck.
I know, he was like, no, you're talking to Sam. Like, fuck. Yeah, but anyhow, I think that I know that you're adamant about not having them on panel or whatever, but obviously the community has questions, and I'm not the person to do that. What are you talking about? What do you mean, my people? What?
No, he's not. He's agreement with what Andrew. No, I was not agreeing with you. I think I might have been agreeing with something fucking Tyke was saying. Fucking asshole, man.
Well,
I think I'm gonna talk to agree with something like that while fucking Tyke's sitting there fucking monitoring chats. And
I was just thinking that because it was been the wrong thing to do. That's why I was saying, are you trying to troll me right now? Because I was debating on getting in my truck and just belling. Because I was like, I don't want to do this right now.
Dude.
Because you have the right to speak what you want, but yeah, at the same time, like, in all due respect to even the people that it has happened to, I just want to say this.
Look, I'll tell you what happened between me and Andrew.
No, you don't have to get in. You don't have to get
damn motherfucking mouth.
So,
and I said a couple choice fucking.
I analyze shit too much for you to do this right now.
That could have been took a different way. Somebody could say something and it could mean this way
or that way.
Or
yeah,
it could mean that way.
Yeah, yeah.
I said something like that, and well, hook, line, and sinker. I triggered him.
Do you mean said like verbally or said in chat? Because I'm totally lost. But apparently there's a lot of people saying that it's like cat and
I guess it was said in chat. Hey Tyke, I already told you, dude. I've done and I've said shit that I normally wouldn't fucking do. But I felt I was pushed to the point to where, remember what I told you?
Yeah.
The only way to really, get at someone.
Yeah, you told me. And each their own, you know what I'm saying? Like, to each their own, but I have strong values.
Well, so do I, and I see I see that they're leading me down a dark path, and it's a path I don't want to be down.
What do you mean?
If everybody has noticed, and, I've really fucking have chilled out in the last fucking, how many days? Or weeks, I should say, not days. Last couple months.
I don't know. There's a lot of things in this community that I don't know about, and I think Sam also realized that too, because there's names on shit that I don't even know.
You remember all the shit these motherfuckers put me through? Sarah Jane was on that bandwagon too.
No, and I read this now that you mentioned her because I wasn't gonna there was things said on that I have no fucking
Sarah
clue
Jane
about.
Was on that bandwagon.
What bandwagon?
Have Sam locked up. We're calling your fucking.
But Sam, follow it. You've even admitted though that my YouTube or my
my location where
I never did that, but you've admitted to me that I did things by my Facebook posts with the FBI and stuff. They got the FBI involved. So even with me doing that, you can still sit here and be able to respect me.
Have you say anything about anybody's kid?
No, I'm not telling. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about like, if that is what hurts you in the law, you know what I'm saying? Is that if that's what is hurting you?
No, it hurts
because
my feelings.
That's what I'm talking about. If it hurts your feelings enough to where you are still holding on to that, then there has to be some other process. I know, but
I drove up here because you seemed like you were in a fucking crisis.
I know.
And you needed somebody to talk to.
Which means I know.
And I've been through a lot of the shit you've been through. I didn't come up here for no fucking.
No, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that. What I'm saying.
Fucking other.
That's not what I'm saying at all, Sam. What I'm saying is that if you're able to sit here because you cared enough as a human, because you've seen where I was at in life, and I know that I was also on what you're considering that bandwagon, and that bandwagon had to do with the dog of the whole, because the video or the thing that I did on my Facebook that you talked about. So if you're able to talk to me,
question,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
how long did you do it? How long did you go on with it? Did you do it for fucking 2 years?
No.
Did you do it for a fucking year?
No, I didn't even do it for like fucking a week. Not even a week. I did like maybe.
Well, maybe that might have a lot to do with it. Tyke.
Okay. See, that's what I didn't know.
You came in.
I thought you were talking about.
You did a couple fucking.
Okay. No,
boom. You throw in. You threw in jabs and then you ducked out.
Okay, I get what you're.
She stayed in the ring.
Okay.
A lot of them stayed in the ring and hounded me relentlessly.
Yeah, you know, I guess, yeah, that's the difference. Because I just wanted to know the difference. I wasn't trying to, because
I tried setting her and her husband up. No, it was her. They came, they brought me a fucking quarter pound of fucking CBD weed. I smoked it. I was fucking around on the internet, and she took something, fucking twisted it, and fucking all kinds of fucking shit. I said I got busted. I'm out on bond. I was just fucking with people, trying to create a little bit of content, because people saw the big bag of fucking weed.
Oh, that was when you were in jail?
No. This is when I was in Tennessee.
On bond deal, you said.
I told him I was out on bond.
Oh, okay.
I told him I got, okay. Sarah Jane brought me a quarter pound of some really good fire fucking CBD. And I was on a stream because people had seen the big bag of fucking shit. And I was like, oh, well, let's have some fun. Told him I got fucking busted. Told him I was out on bond and blah, blah, blah. And then Sarah Jane turned it into something that I'm trying to set her and her fucking husband up, dude.
Well, because, yeah, they could have had ripple effects without you knowing about it. That could have, like, especially if they're in a state that didn't have. I don't know what state they live in.
Is if I was actually really fucking busted.
No, think about what you just said though. They brought you a bag, and it may not have been verbally stated that it was CBD at the time, and people could assume that it's marijuana.
I told them it was fucking CBD.
Oh, well then, because CBD is legal. But I'm just saying, if visually somebody could have seen it, that somebody gave somebody a bag of drugs. The people call in, they recognize the people's faces or names or whatever, they run it, that could have caused, I see that aspect.
You know what, I'm not even going to pay attention to the chats, fuck it, because, you know, all I keep hearing is fuckers trying to get shit started, so.
Well, you're the one that told me to go live.
No, I'm just saying, you know, liar, calling me a liar, whatever, motherfuckers. Let my actions speak louder than the words, Tyke.
Yeah.
Remember what I told you?
Yeah, well, I've always, yeah.
Rerunning life.
But I still think he should be my stepdaddy.
I'm good, dude.
Are you sure?
Hey, ask Andrew, man. He's got that potent sperm.
To be my stepdaddy? I didn't ask you.
Oh no, he'll get with your mom and
what
push
the
out
fuck?
another
Why are you stuck on Andrew?
Push out a brother or sister for you.
They rent too much space in your head, Sam.
Well, because, okay.
He
just had a baby, okay? And first chance he got to hit his wife, he hit it, and now she's knocked up again.
Hang on. Oh, hang on. I gotta run with this. Because Sam just gave Tyke an idea. Hang on. Holy fuck, guys. Andrew, where have you been? Do you realize that I've been looking for a guy with active swimmers because I have a vasectomy? Yeah. Where have you been all of my life? Andrew. Okay. Sorry, Andrew. Just, I was told that you had active swimmers. And, in the past, we were actually taking applications for active swimmers. So, no, I'm fucking with you, man. I hope you guys got a laugh out of that. Okay. But, yeah, with you saying that, my mom's probably too old and has whatever it is that those women go through when they can't have periods no more.
You gotta be careful. Here, Andrew's packing an elephant trunk.
Well, then, I would have kept Andrew away from, yeah. Sorry, Andrew. But I'm, one of them Asian little 2 centimeter 3 pump chump type guys that is inadequate.
She might get a taste of Andrew. Just saying. Well, I shouldn't say it like that.
What's up, baby?
Forest fires are real around here.
What?
Forest fires are real around here.
Fuck yeah, forest fires are very bad around here.
Boy, I swear to God, man, forest fires was following me around last year in Colorado.
Sam? LOL, I guess. I was gonna say, is this motherfucker gonna be here? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
If a fire breaks out around
there
here.
There was fires all over Oregon and Northern California last year.
Dude, trust me, I know. I was fucking ducking and dodging them last year in Colorado. It was a motherfucker, bro.
How old is she?
Oh, they said she was like 18, 19 months old when I got her, and I've had her since December of 2015.
Wow.
So I've had her for 5 years.
Yeah, that was the first thing that I noticed meeting Sam was the what's her name? Not JoJo, but Xena is not as big as she looks on camera. Like on camera, Xena looks like a
huge dog.
Yeah, like a huge dog. Like you could kind of like almost a little bit smaller than a Great Dane, kind of.
Big
and
head,
then
big body,
yeah,
huge,
and like 300 pound, or like a 250 pound dog maybe, or about a 200 pound dog. And she's not. I'd say maybe weighs 50, 60 pounds. But she's not as big as she looks on camera. And that was the first thing that caught my attention, because I always thought that Sam traveled with a big ass dog and barely could even sit in the back. And
hey, bro, I saw a dude that traveled with a goat.
A goat?
Yeah, and that motherfucker would take it for walks in the city, and motherfucker. Hell yeah, man. That's how he got his money to travel and shit. Motherfuckers would donate for goat food and shit like that. No. Hey, Tyke.
Yeah.
Remember what I said? This meeting with us almost didn't happen because of a troll.
Yeah.
They cloned my account and they cloned his fucking account. And then finally, I guess, he realized that was real.
Yeah, I had to go live to be able to see if you were actually real or not, because I was getting fucking confused and mind fucked myself on what the fuck was going on, because I'd go to comments and they weren't there and shit, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah.
See, that's what I thought. I was like, dude, I was getting fucking pissed too. I'm like, motherfucker, I just drove all this goddamn fucking way.
Fireball? That's what people are saying.
You know, I don't give a fuck if we only hang out for like, a day, but the fact is I drove all this fucking way.
Well, no, you could, like, we can go play it, but I was just remembering.
I was getting mad. I didn't know if you were fucking around, and then it fucking dawned on me what the fuck was going on when I got a fucking a tyke message that was deleted, and then it dawned on me. Okay.
Yeah, I don't delete messages.
So if they're fucking texting me, I could just imagine what the fuck they're texting.
Oh yeah. What was weird about it is I got, and it was actually the real profile and shit, but yeah, how they're gonna track me again and all that shit.
What?
How they were gonna track me again and shit.
You said real profile. Back that up again.
Their real profile. It was his real profile. It wasn't like a troll of him doing it. He was letting me know that he was gonna try to fucking track me again, is what he was saying.
Oh well, hey.
But that was
I told you what to do to prevent that.
Yeah.
So you should be all right. As long you always all right. Run those VPNs and that scrambler thing that I told you, and the best advice I could say is, if you want to like really become anonymous, is you go find a homeless person.
I don't really need to become anonymous.
No, I mean, you go find a homeless person and you pay them like $20-$30 to get a phone. Tell them you'll pay for it, or get 2 fucking phones. Buy them one too. Fuck it. And then you have that one phone. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you have that account, or the code for the account. That way he can't go fucking blah 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 whatever. I don't know, man.
I'm showing Sam the weather for this, like the temperature.
Better than what I had, man.
This week is supposed to get really, really fucking hot.
Actually,
which means that I'm going to do some fishing this weekend.
Some water. Get close to some water if we start getting into those temperatures, because
dogs. The dogs. My Lace and Xavier.
JoJo always goes in the water when it's hot. So does Xena. You should see her, dude. She'll walk out, and then she'll kind of circle around, and then she'll just sit down in the water.
And just sit?
Sometimes she'll sit, and then she'll lay down. But she'll like lay down on like her side.
The trout are firing in Montana. I've never fished in Montana, and I heard that most of Montana is fly fishing only. And the only way that I can fly fish is if I rig my fly pole up like a normal pole with a bobber and some weights. So I can't really say that I've ever fly fished
Bro,
before.
You don't know how to turn a regular fishing pole into a flying fishing pole?
Well, you just do the reel. You just get
No. It's what you do is you go to the very last eye hole and you tie off on it, and you have like
just tie a string. Oh, and then use the whip that way.
A long string, okay?
Mm-hmm.
A really long string. But also is what you do.
Probably braided line.
Is before you cast it out, is you push it in and you run it down through. That way, when you're casting it, you know, you got your
and then
thumb on the string, and then when you cast it, you know, the weight will just take it all out, and then
you grab it, put it around your reel to reel it in.
Either that, or you you get it as close as you want, and then you just get a hold of the string and pull it in. But yeah, that's how you can fly fish without a actual fly fishing pole.
I'm a worm fisherman. That's how I fish with worms, crickets.
Oh, did you see the
and
TikTok video I
fish
made?
guts. No, I don't have TikTok because I got fucking banned. Why you got to keep reminding me? Because that shit is cool.
Shit,
YouTube, Google, all that shit. You guys need to get your shit together because you guys are all partnering together, blocking these motherfuckers like a cock blocking motherfucker. And I'll tell you this: there's a difference between each one of your platforms. This is this trolls, absolutely full day, all day, every day on YouTube, no matter what. TikTok does not have the censorship with music and all that stuff, and you're actually able to do the editing, which for somebody like me, where you occupy your mind and you're able to enjoy music, a platform like that is more, I guess, helpful. Yeah. So is that in Montana? You did that?
I filmed the dude, yeah.
Damn. I didn't even know you had a TikTok. What the fuck? Is that in Montana or no? No?
It's down the fucking road. A couple 100 miles down the road.
Oh, okay. I've never seen a fly fisher there. Usually they do the fucking, they float.
That's what I love about TikTok is no one's found me there yet, so...
Well, because you can't go live to tell people, or you don't do a video to tell it, because in a way you're still trying to hide. Like, not let people know where your channel is. There's a lot of people saying that's what I never understood.
Bro, I'm not hiding.
I know you may not, and that's why I corrected my wording. You may not be hiding, but yet some people...
Dude,
may not know which...
I listened to what you said, and
there was people in the chat that was asking, where's Sam? And you were in the chat, and you didn't even recognize that they were saying, where's Sam been?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like there was people like, whatever happened to Cadillac Sam? Because people know Cadillac Sam. You know what I'm saying? And then, so, in other people's eyes or opinion, there's a reason why...
I think I'm going to go back as Cadillac Sam.
Well, that's what...
I'm strongly... Because that's a catchy name, Cadillac Sam. I mean, that's kind of like that's kind of catchy. You know, you don't hear that every day.
Yeah, Cadillac Sam, yeah.
And
that's what a lot of people
actually
still call you.
And I have a legit reason for saying that. I owned a Cadillac.
Yep. Well then, yeah. Just like, for instance, when I asked you earlier if you've ever heard of Sam and Andy. Sam and Andy on YouTube ain't Sam and Andy, but a lot of people still refer to him as Sam and Andy because that's what he, like, I guess was populated off of or knew because...
Can I ask you a question, Tyke?
Yeah.
Don't take it the wrong way.
What? I'm not sucking your dick.
Don't take it the wrong way. What? All right. You know how you got all these people
Battery's 15%.
With these genders.
Yeah.
And in this and that.
Yeah. I will tell you if I don't choose to answer that question because I am live right now. I will tell you that.
Well, I will tell you this.
Because
if a man wants to be referred to as ma'am or
they,
a female,
or
no, a female,
okay,
I've got no problem. Especially if you're dressing like a fucking woman. Well, I'm going to acknowledge you as a woman out of respect.
Okay.
For you.
Okay.
or not you, but you know,
Okay.
out of the person, you know, that's dressed that way.
Yeah.
You know, so you want to be called a him or her
Okay.
or whatever. Just like a female, she wants to be, you know, come off as a dude, you know, and she likes being called him. You know, I ain't got no problem with that.
Yeah.
But the thing in the biometric,
biometric's a big word. What does that mean?
I don't know, man. There's this big fucking word. Okay, well, you don't identify as female and you don't identify as male.
So you they or we.
Well, this is well. I'm sorry.
I'm kind of. This is a topic that I do.
Do you bleed
kind of
every month? Do you have
that
a
has
vagina
that don't
with
have
a clitoris?
But that doesn't
you
make
are
somebody.
a female.
That's
Your body
how
is a female.
we grew up that way. But it's 2021. And we have to adjust to allowing people to feel equality just like we want to feel equality. And you just said that you would...
Sorry.
No, Sam, you just said yourself that you would recognize somebody that wanted to dress up as that.
Listen,
and what they dressed up as, you would recognize them as that.
Listen.
So whether you recognize them as that when
that's
they're
because
bleeding...
male and female. Now, we're stepping out of the boundaries of male...
Okay. So it has nothing.
female.
So it has nothing to do with dressing then.
Because
right?
even though they have a penis and they have a vagina,
doesn't necessarily mean
they
that's how they
want to
want.
claim that they're non-sexual.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
I don't have a gender.
Binary or whatever binary.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm thinking logically here. You know, I'm sorry. You have a penis and you have a vagina.
That's a hermaphrodite.
You have a penis. Well,
I get what you're saying. I follow what you're saying, but yeah, a penis and a vagina together is a hermaphrodite.
Habit of doing that because then you throw my fucking train of thought off, dude.
Okay, sorry. But yeah, the hermaphrodite is a penis and a vagina together.
It's
yeah. I got 10%
cool.
battery left.
You know, if they want to do all that shit, that's fine. You know, but
what was your question?
I'm not going to refer to you as they and them when clearly you got melons and a peanut.
Fuck, that even confused me. If they have melons and a penis, then how do you
I'm talking about
identify
two different genders here, okay? I'm talking about a male gender and I'm talking about a
yes,
male
I get
gender.
that. Yeah.
I'm talking about boys have a penis, girls have vagina.
Yes. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus.
Man has flat chest, women have big chest. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
So I'm not saying that they have a dick and a fucking vagina and fucking titties and shit. I'm referring to as the
how
race
they choose
and
to
the
be
female race.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay. So there was no question behind it, or because you said you wanted to ask me a question,
dude,
and you brought that up.
My train of thought up.
Well, no, you said you wanted to ask me, like, and that's where you went.
Well, yeah.
So I was trying to figure out.
What do you think? I mean, I'm pretty sure
you answered your own question.
Or they or whatever.
If that's how they want to be recognized, then that's how they should be recognized. But if I'm going to look at somebody and they look like a girl, they look like a girl.
No.
And if they look like a dude, they look like a dude. It's not up to me to wonder if they're bleeding or if they have a penis.
Because I am polite and I say ma'am and sir and shit like that. And so then when they get a fucking attitude,
They can get offended for it, yeah. Because they want us to be heard, is what their thing is. They just want to be heard. They want to be recognized. And that's the big thing, is they're being recognized as they, or recognizing as a he or she.
Everyone's fucking beliefs,
but that's
fucking our beliefs up and down.
But that's not, you can't blame them for that. You have to blame our government.
I'm not blaming them.
Well, they or them.
You can?
No, they or them are pronouns that our government is making us feel in society that we can't state an opinion if people were taught a different way. So they're trying to make us believe a different type of acceptance that society has never accepted before. Everybody has their own right, just like they have their own right to vote and who they vote for. So
I'm just
but for me, if they're dressed up as a girl,
okay, I'm sorry.
I get confused about that too.
No, I'm just confused how you cannot be a him or a sir when you have to be one. Now, I know there are ones out there that do have both, and they do have the chest. Some of them have a chest, some of them don't. Some of them, it's a hot ass fucking female, but when you get down, you know, when it gets down to get business, you know, she got a motherfucking 2.5 inch, fucking 3 inch fucking dick sticking out there.
So I never experienced that, but
Well, I'm not saying I have. I'm saying they're out there.
Those are called
Hermaphrodites,
They
yes.
they are called transgender.
No,
Yeah,
those,
there's a transgender. If they have a top part and they're identifying as a woman, and was born as a man, they transitioned from a man to a woman.
it's what it. The whole thing I'm getting at is the taking the male and the female out of the whole equation, when without male or female, there is nothing. There is no reproduction. There is no more humans. There is nothing. Okay, so it kind of goes against laws of life, physics, kind of, you know, shit like that.
Sam, I'm not the only one. Portland May just straight up said I'm too high for this shit. And I was thinking, like, the same thing. I was like, what the fuck? Because I ain't understand. Like, yeah, I get what you're saying, but yeah, yes, it does get too fucking deep and fucking. And I can go, like, yeah, too high for this shit.
I can get deep into some shit, man. I can get deep into some shit. I mean, I probably ruffled a few feathers. I apologize. But, you know, I'm sorry. I was wrong.
But the appropriate way is just to refer to that lifestyle as LGBTQ. Well, then you just treat them just like anybody else, and you tell them, like, hey, look, I didn't know, or whatever.
If I was going to refer to you as anything, it'd be it.
If you feel like apologizing to them, if they came across rude or whatever, then treat them fucking rude back. But but you also have to be cautious in 2021. They can get rude with you, and then if you end up fucking smarting off something that is a hate speech towards them being LGBTQ affiliated, you then get charged with a hate crime, which is intensified by more, which has caused in society some people of the LGBTQ community to react to people at first contacts in a negative, kind of rude, aggressive way.
I'm just going to put it like this. I'm going to refer to you as him, her, sir, ma'am. And you can get mad at me. And I'll just say, well, here are your options with me. I can either refer to you as him or her, or ma'am or sir, or I ain't going to refer to you as nothing.
My phone's about to die.
Oh man, you don't have no power?
Yeah, I can plug it. I can plug it into that box, but I also got to get going back to the house to be able to fucking let my dogs out. Oh, what time was it when I met you?
You need to go.
What time was it?
You go.
What? You don't think that if I wouldn't be here this long if I didn't know that my dog was? What?
It's been almost 6 hours.
Why'd you show me that?
Because it's almost 6. Because of the time on the top hand corner.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You didn't realize it was that late?
No.
Oh yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, yeah. So are you gonna be here in the morning or what?
Be around.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll stay here.
Well,
too many motherfuckers know I'm here. Way, fucking call.
Well, I was just gonna keep this going and be able to plug it in and be able to, plug it in when I got home.
Oh.
That way if you got something to do tonight too, if you're fucking.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So, but
yeah, man. I guess I'll hit you up tomorrow. I think you met up with me at like 6.
Yes, it's already 11:30. Yeah, and on the East Coast that makes it what fucking time here? We're on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Is it fucking
dude, man, we're the hottest shit tonight right now.
Yeah, but Sam had some fucking brilliant idea that he really wanted to fucking box.
You coming back or?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna come back.
All right. Well, then I'll just chill here until you come back. Hopefully.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that.
Nah, hey man, I didn't come up here with ill intentions. I came up here.
Oh, I know, Sam. I know. But I'm gonna see.
Don't listen to those motherfuckers.
Okay.
Don't let them fill your head with fucking doubt, dude. I didn't come up here with shit like that.
Oh, I don't let. Yeah, I totally. Yeah, no, I take it for what it is. You know, I always have. So, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, I fucking those. I was just yawning. I didn't. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh. Hang on, my shit's beeping. I couldn't hear you. What? Okay. $4.20 of the Burger King. Burger King $4.20. Yeah, I don't know about you, but them coupons that come from fucking Burger King, and you've been smoking some $4.20, and you know those coupons that are like $4.99. The hell? Hang on, guys. Oh, shit. Oh, better hit the fucking fence. God damn it. Oh, shit. Oh, tight squeeze, guys. Tight squeeze. There we go. It was tight. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, fuck, I got caught in my mouth really bad. Like, really bad. So, guys, I apologize for the black camera stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. So I guess the Sam wanted to tell you guys about his little fucking idea. Sam's like, this is a trip, and I appreciate it. Sam, if you're listening, I appreciate you coming down here because it does mean a lot that you are a real person, I'm a real person, and I know that in your head you have things perceived, and you think that I'm going to, what I would refer to as, let the chat control or react to the chat. Before I got into, so I understand the whole reacting to a chat or giving the chat whatever. I will be blunt that the whole kid thing or whatever, I stand with that. I am very strong-minded about that, and or whatever, but I guess, you know, everybody heals and everybody processes things in a different way, and I didn't know that a lot of things about I guess what Sam's been through, and I think that some of the things that are talked about or discussed that the community feels is important in regards to how do I say it, the things or actions of people. I'm not just calling out Sam here, I'm just talking about people in general. A lot of people may have concerns or ways of expressing their concern to the community of allowing somebody to continue to be what is referred to as toxic or whatever. And I really don't. I did read earlier. I didn't read all the chats, so people that I didn't mean to ignore you or whatever. How do I say this? The StreamYard thing or whatever I do on my laptop, and if I do that, I have to have my laptop to do it for the StreamYards for the panel. The panels I really don't like doing because I've seen too many people get in on this drama stuff and start to how do you say it? Nude bomb people, all that stuff, and I don't really want to learn that aspect or be on edge on everybody that I bring onto my stream where it doesn't bring no content and doesn't whatever. And the reason why I'm having a hard time talking and shit is because in all reality, the way that my brain works is that I have to go for a little joyride just in case there's something whatever in the fuck. And yeah, not saying that Sam would do anything or whatever, but I don't know if there was people, and yeah, but it's just the life of being on alert all the time, and it's the life of knowing how some people affect other YouTubers' lives. So I appreciate everybody telling me earlier, hey, be warned or whatever. I've always kind of, I guess, got Sam's, I didn't know that if it is true or whatever, but I don't agree with talking about children, doing things to children, or, I don't agree with that. And, but in regards to, like, Sam's sense of humor, like the Pringle can, or, I've always appreciated that of Sam. Like, he's always had the same type of humor that I can understand. So I don't want you guys to think that I was ignoring you guys or being disrespectful to anybody. I also wasn't trying to dig no deeper and make my channel any toxic than what I've already brought to the channel. And I don't mean to be toxic on my channel, but it can go that way just by expressing my real life. So I also hope that people understand that when I processed the process with you guys about what I was thinking and everything, of like all the scenarios that run through your head and what you have to do and stuff, that is something that I do in life, period, no matter what. The YouTuber part just puts in a little bit more aspects to it in regards to the possibilities that can come with it. So if that shows you, and if some of you were kind of shocked or like, holy fuck, Tyke looks too much into shit or whatever, I agree with you, I do, but I can't help it. It is just who I am, and it is what it is. So but again, I don't want anybody to think that I wasn't trying to stand up for you guys or try to defend you guys, or I understood and heard very clearly that some of you guys do not approve of Sam, do not like Sam. But for somebody to come to, be, as far as I'm taking being here for making sure that I'm just all right or whatever, I totally also get the fact that he likes my brother. But one thing that I value in life is the fact honesty, and I don't expect everybody in their mom to be honest with everybody. But from what I can tell, Sam is very upfront about the things that he may do or that he's done. So I have to kind of just take it for what it is, and let it be, I guess. Whoa, shit, I just about fucking hit that motherfucker. What the fuck? Holy shit. Whoa, I'm about to hit the fucking... What the fuck? Sorry, guys. I guess there's a lot of cats and a lot of fucking people. Well, not a lot, but for how late it is, it's hilarious. Yeah, it's a lot. But I guaranteed if we would have done the skit that was processing in the head or whatever, people would have called the cops. We actually called the cops to let them know that we were thinking about it, and that and we were just supposed to call back the location of where it was going to go down. But I guess we're not going to do that because Sam told you guys. Well, I still don't know about the whole boxing thing or whatever. I guess that's to be continued. So, hang on. Yeah, Sam, Vila. You played it with me. Okay, I read that, and I will. Okay. But hang on, because I want to finish this conversation just to let people know, and I don't want people to, I guess, paint their own canvas in a way that, I wish my dogs are ready to be out. They're probably sleeping. You guys want outside? Outside? Come on. Go, buddy. Go, boys. Go. You're all right. Go. Go. Go, boys. No. Saber, get in there. Get in there. Go. Get in there, go potty. Lace, you old man, go potty, go. Come on. Go. Come on, I know. Fresh air, huh? I'm sorry. Good boys. He was sleeping. Hang on. So I grabbed all that bubble shit, and I didn't even give Sam any of it. I gotta turn on the light. Hang on, guys. I apologize for my rudeness real quick. I really do. I am trying my best. Doing my best. Okay. So hang on. I want to finish this topic. Andrew, please don't leave so that way you know that what I say. I'm gonna let my dogs out for a little bit. The haters are out. No, that's the fan. That ain't a heater. If you were talking to me, if that's what you're being. But if you can hear it that much, I'm turning that fucker down. So, I will go back and read the chats. I trust my mods fully, completely. And if there was anything, I don't believe that anybody is attacking anybody. And like directly with it, some things may not be interpreted by other people because they don't have the time, nor do they want to get into the drama stuff. The reason why it's here is because Sam showed up and wanted to be able to at least, I guess, say, hey, somebody does care, and that means something. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, have no idea about all of the things between people, but I did not mean to make anybody feel that they were not being heard, or that they were not important, or what has happened to them is okay if something has happened. So that being said, legitimately, I'll just give you guys a process of what happened. Like, and I even said it right there at the time that, and I don't know if Sam knows it. Hang on, give me my notes. But when I started getting I was starting to actually, without responding to the chat, I was actually starting to get triggered in my head, because I do value things very strong about that. And I have a responsibility as a person that is a citizen of my community, that no matter where I go, I understand that people have the right, whether we like it or not, they have the right to the freedom to speak how they want. Whether it's right, wrong, don't matter. People have that right. It is never anybody else's responsibility or their right to go out of their way to try to silence somebody's speech. Don't take this wrong. If something was in that situation with children being said or whatever, with my kids, I would not fully support not stopping them from speaking or whatever. I would understand that they have the right to speak, but I wouldn't ever get comfortable enough to be around that person. So my body started to react when things happened, and I just wanted to, and I want to right now let you guys know, the two that is being talked about, that was talked about without me knowing, and it was between Sam and Andrew and Sam and Sarah. I'm sorry that happened. I don't support that if that did happen. I get where maybe in your heart and your mind you would really like me to just fuck Sam up. And I get that in your mind you may get upset if that didn't happen. And I also understand that there's the repercussions of if that didn't happen, and me being so strong and valuable. Oh, see, Tyke really isn't the fucking person that he says that he is, or whatever. I have nothing to prove to anybody on YouTube. I personally have felt that I have not been reacting to trolls or even experiencing trolls really hard. That's why I also say that I trust my mods fully, because I haven't been noticing it. So that being said, I also understand that Sam sees things a different way than how I perceive them, because I don't feel that I do react, or I give more of a reaction on YouTube of stuff in my personal life, which I get told all the time, don't do. And I hear it. But I want Andrew and Sarah to know that I cannot take on that. I don't know if responsibility is the good word to say it, because it's not a responsibility. That's not the right word to use. But I just want you to know that I feel sympathetic and compassion for being in those situations, and Um, I apologize. And if you guys are wondering, what would I need to apologize about, is because of I do have strong beliefs, and I did feel myself kind of being catch 22. So yeah, I want you guys to know that it's not because I don't respect you guys or that I wouldn't try to help you guys. I just can't make my life any more obstructed or destructed by me acting on old behavior. But I also want you guys to understand that, and maybe it's normal or whatever, like you guys with your kids, you guys would do stuff for your kids that you wouldn't really do for a stranger's kid. You know what I'm saying? But I have a battle of, I love all kids, and I think that children are the innocent creatures of this world. So I do apologize from my heart to you guys that if you guys feel that I wasn't calling him out, or this is really heavy on my heart right now, and that's why I'm trying to process this, is because of the fact that because Sam has been basically honest with me, and even when we met up or whatever, there was he was honest about some of the things that, and it was the same off stream as it was on stream in regards to like that ain't right, and it doesn't make it right. If somebody else does something that is very negative or whatever, and it hurts you or it opens up your eyes or makes you think that, but the fucked up part in the analogy of all of it, I would say, is that how I say it, I think that the ripple effect of one person doing something that could be considered morbid or whatever it is, and I'm not talking about just saying, I'm just saying anybody, one person does something that's morbid or not normal, and then that person still has the followers, the supporters, the people of that channel. Other people see that, and they get confused on why it is that people support or they watch, or even if they donate to that channel after knowing what they know. And I think that some people may, and I know that it does happen because there's networks out there that it happens on, that some people take that morbid type stuff and respond with that, thinking that they are going to be able to, I guess, attract the attention that other channel has. Oh, and I know that I'm going to read some of these comments now. So, in regards to the last comment of Andrew, yeah, thank you for, yes. Okay, yeah. And thank you, Sam, for apologizing, but you apologized on stream earlier I heard you, when you apologized, I heard you for saying it on my stream. So I accept your apology. See, I'll read these comments backwards. Yeah, I didn't know nothing about any of this stuff at all. I really didn't. I've heard of things or whatever, but it was more of like the porn type stuff, of the porn bombing and the well, the condom thing I heard about, and then, you know, the Pringle can, you know, but I didn't know, yeah. Thank you for understanding. That's what I was talking about, Arizona. I actually mentioned to Sam was that, like, that's what I think that, if Rodney or Becky, yeah, if they were in here, I know those two actually are the only ones in other chats that actually talk about it, or that I know for sure would know what I'm talking about. But I said it months ago on somebody's stream, and I tried to see if somebody would be smart enough or would catch on to what I was dropping, but apparently nobody picked up what I was dropping, so I'll say it again. This community, when I'm saying this community, I'm talking about the slab community that is established. That community can become a network. A network makes money. A community don't. A community supports each other. A network don't. And it's not always about making money, but at the same time, there's a lot of people out here in their own communities that are in the slab community, or the slab network basically, that support even financially. Everybody wants the content. Everybody keeps watching and going to other channels, new channels, old channels, whatever it may be, subbing and following and watching because they want to see the content. It's all about the content. And some other networks have done things that will never come back from what's considered toxic. If people were able to come together and like move along together with one primary goal, not only would the network of the Slab City, like the communities of all of the channels would be better. Doesn't mean that all the stuff would disappear, because you know what? People use YouTube for however they want to use YouTube. And they will do that because that's their process of their life. That's how they use it. So what I tossed at Sam was like, you know, like what if... I tossed a couple scenarios, and I don't want to really throw it out there because I don't want Sam to feel that I had violated his trust or anything like that, but I threw it out there that, you know, people should, like, for instance, you put me, Sam, okay, this is just an idea, just as figmented, fuck, man, I can't stop. Figment of my imagination. You take Sam, you take me, you take Dog Lips, you take fucking, which it could never happen, Jose, or not Jose, you put Jose on there too, okay? Then you take, fucking Junie Pie, right? You throw Junie Pie in there, maybe even Slab City, or Good Job Buddy, or even both of them, right? That's what, 6-7 people on an RV. Get the money established, put them on RV, do an RV or whatever, and kick off fucking a network, and pop off a network getting started and get the communities growing together. The ability to have all of those streamers that I just named, or even others, there would be enough people that support the communities that those RV trips would have purpose. They wouldn't be fucking half retarded, you know what I'm saying? Like, they would have a purpose, and that purpose could be going somewhere else, to this town, whatever it may be. Because if you look at it, all these people are all around America. Some of them are even in other countries. So the traveling, all that stuff or whatever, people would want to meet up with you. If you're going to be doing, you know, a road trip or doing whatever, and that's what I told Sam, is that he's already doing this. He's already doing IRL. The only thing that fucking Sam don't do is actually stream for long periods of time and feel confident with being able to go out there. Like, so I think that I agree on that, Arizona, that like people should just be able to get on. Thank you, BK. I don't want you to do anything, so. Oh no, I just want to do. I didn't feel that anybody was trying to pressure me, like, or they were implying for me to. It was all in my head. And I just wanted to clarify for my head to you guys, just in case somebody was feeling that I wasn't, right on, Jeremy. Thank you. I agree too. Right on, Sunny Shines. Appreciate that. Yes, traveling can get very expensive, and not only that, like, you have the, yeah, it can. And some people, you know, when you start anything new, there's a chance that you don't know how it's going to turn out. So there's the gamble, basically, as if it would work out or not work out. And but the reason why I'm saying that is because if you take, okay, let's just, for instance, just to hear this, like, if you took Sam off the RV, took me off the RV, and even if you just did this, if you took, like, say, and I don't mean to leave any females out of this, but as far as I know, and I said this to Sam, I was like, you know, most of the females seem more home-based, established than some of the males in the community. And females are always, you know, for YouTube, it's always clickbait or whatever it may be. But if there was a female out there that would be willing, you take them, you put them on there. You put Good Job Buddy, you put Slab City News, you take Suicidal Porn Star, Junie Pie. Fuck it, throw my brother on there. Throw Jose on there. It doesn't matter what like, you know what I'm saying, day-to-day shit. We all know. You put those people on there, and there is going to be some type of hell that's going to pop off that people are going to clip and do whatever, and then that's what actually makes people fucking start growing and going through the community shit. And see that with your last comment or whatever, that's what the other network has done, is not done. They're known for not being civilized. Yeah, I don't eBay at all. I don't do any of that. I've never made one fucking penny off YouTube and all my fucking channels that I've had, yeah, taken down and shit, yeah. See, yeah, and the rubber, yeah, that would be. And that may be true. See, I don't know these people that are what I would call supporters, behind the scenes supporters or whatever. I don't know who they are. I don't try to pay attention to that. And I know that some other people do, but to me, if there was a way for the community to get together, like on a panel or whatever it is, and be able to affect, okay, these are the people or whatever, this is how much money is going to come up, instead of doing this or whatever, how about this? This month, I'm leaving here. I'm getting an RV myself. If anybody wants to fly here or whatever, I will cover gas from here to here or whatever. And, you know, make it. And now they have these things where you can rent these fucking even vans, RV van things. And if you think about it, if I was ever going to do an RV trip, I could break it down to you guys if you ever wanted to hear how it would work. But, in my opinion, there's different ways that you can do it, and it could be feasible to do, but I don't think that a round trip is the best feasible way to do any type of RV trip. Even if you owned your own RV and was going to drive your own RV or whatever, you really wouldn't have a return trip, but it really wouldn't be feasible. Hobo style, exactly, Carlos. Carlos just said exactly what I was fucking thinking, is that do a RV real world, hobo style. That is the only feasible way that I've ever thought an RV would work. These people go out on RV trips. They either, you know, sit in their RV and pay for an RV spot for their RV to camp at, and they plug in, they do all their stuff, because all the streamers have to have their stuff, which is, you know, understandable. But yet there's ways to be able to integrate the hobo style into the RV style that brings a more sufficient, economical, survivable, realistic goal. If these people are allowed to get, let's just say, and good job Buddy was talking about this earlier in the stream, about how he donated, and he would have donated if other people were like, okay, that's just one person that I heard say that recently Jose got donations. That being said, if Jose got $10, okay, in that one stream, and from that one person, that's almost a campsite, because they're what, $11 to $15 a night at a campsite at a state park where you have electricity, you have running water, you have the ability to shower. Nobody would stink in a van. The only problem that you would have to do, and the only issue, would be everybody trying to stream each other inside the van while traveling to the next destination, which there's a way to solve that. When everybody's in the van, you alternate days or whatever for so many people to be able to fucking stream, but there's a dedicated stream that sits in the van like a 24/7 cam, and that stream is openly talked to the community or to donators in regards to what that money goes to. That money would go specifically for the cost of gas or whatever it is. So if somebody donated something to the 24/7 cam, it wouldn't go to any other streamer whatsoever besides straight to the van and camping. So then the people that were streaming inside the van, the two people maybe, to catch all angles or whatever, catch different angles, the two people that were streaming in the van during the next destination, those people would be able to get their donations for that day from their channel and their community. So there's ways around it or whatever, but that was my honest way of thinking that it was the most feasible way or whatever, is not to actually do an RV or whatever. And I'm not talking about like a van, you know, like the little two slot things. I'm talking about, I thought I got a donation. I was like, I had to remind myself, I don't even have nothing set up like that. I don't even know what that ding was, but yeah. So I fooled myself. No. I'm talking about like those vans, like a Chevy E van, like 2500 or whatever, that have like the two double doors that open, and then they have like the fucking, you know, 4 bench row seats or whatever, to where 2 people could sit in a bench at a time, you know, or even 3 people or whatever, and still be comfortable, or even 2 to where people can sleep driving from place to place. Right? Being in a closed place with somebody without showering, that would be, and that's where the showers at state parks would come into. And then on top of that, you could basically hit every state park or whatever if you wanted to, and then end up taking those. And you guys got to think, that gives other, I don't want to offend anybody, but that gives more trolls or people that do accounts that, you know, entertain people, that gives them the option to be able to take those videos and clip them. I call them clippers, is what I call them. And so the clippers would take the video clips, and then maybe possibly there could be somebody that actually clipped every state park we went to and dedicated a channel straight to the state parks that were visited or whatever. Now, how would you give back to your community if you did what is possibly be by the entertainment? Yes, the entertainment would be it, but also there, I don't know if anybody in here is familiar with the last RV trip, RV6. It kind of got really fucking twisted and confusing because there was 2 vans that went at the same, or 2 RVs that went at the same time. But long story short, Captain Content, when he did his RV trip, and he actually did like goals, daily goals for every streamer that was inside of the RV. When they got there, they had random shit to do, like give 5 strangers a hug today. Or, hey, if you can get so many people to say this phrase, each person that says this phrase on your stream is 1 point. Whoever has the most points that come back for the day, verified, that is 1 time, 2 time. Whoever has the most points of them saying that wins this daily prize. So let's just say by chance, if the van has enough money built up to where, okay, there's enough money put aside to get an oil change, because of the miles or whatever, and then there's still, maybe a tire, have that as a leverage just in case something happens. But if there's the extra money, you can take that extra money that went towards the van to help provide the entertainment that would drive the streamers to go out in the community and do things respectful. You can make any type of challenge you want. Go give a stranger a hug. Today your goal is you got to take $3 and you got to go out and try to feed so many people or whatever. And the hobo style is a mental aspect that people have learned. And I know that there's enough that people have enough street whatever. I may be wrong about that because, there are some people out here that do e-begging and get their stuff through the e-begging. But, yeah, there's ways to do it, and I just don't see how. But regardless, no matter what, there's always going to be somebody that doesn't like somebody, and that's what I was talking about up with Sam, was that, like, feeding the chat or responding to the chat or whatever is something that I've kind of learned from watching people with the IRL type shit, and I get that. But yeah, at the same time, we all know everybody watches NASCAR for the race, or the wreck. So that being said, there's kind of some things that people do on YouTube. But well, and then you make your then you make your own money when you're out in the community each day. That person's doing their stream, and then they're able to get their donations and stuff like that to that person, and then that person's able to do whatever they want with it. But yet, and I don't want to ruin it too much, but there is negatives either way, because then people end up getting jealous, because regardless, it happens on YouTube, it happens in real life. People start bitching and complaining because this person gets too much fucking. And the only thing that I could say that would eliminate that drama, just in regards, and I'm talking that as a viewer that has watched multiple RV trips, once you start getting into the jealousy part of okay. Sorry. So, I heard somebody cough right out the door, and I heard the door. So, the jealousy or whatever ruins it, and they start bickering back and forth. And that's where I was talking about with, in the vehicle, only they alternate every other day. Now, if somebody's getting jealous because every day somebody's, trolling somebody in the thing, and then they're making money off of it, that's between the streamers or whatever to figure out. But yet at the same time, you have to keep in mind that some people will donate just to that one person and talk shit about that other person, because that person has to hear it by TTS or whatever it is, and they're making the money off of it, while that person's feeling that this person's physically making money every time they stream off of my presence being here, and I have no choice but to sit here and allow that to happen. because we're in an RV together. And then that causes fucking chaos and discontent because the person that's being made fun of, they feel as if they deserve a certain cut or percentage off of that stream being focused on Sam or me, whoever. For instance, I'll use this stream alone. If this was donations coming through, I guarantee it, people would have donated or whatever just to try to make Sam hear something or whatever it is. There would have been the possibility that just because of the donation aspect and the, part coming through to my channel, Sam could end up being like, hey, dude, if that's going to stay up on your channel or whatever, and you just made that money, and if you're going to keep that up on, I want my cut just because that keeps the, I don't want to, slander or whatever it may be or whatever, out public on YouTube. So yeah, this is an interesting night. I've been on stream for 2 hours and spent a lot of time with Sam, and hopefully gonna meet up with him again tomorrow. More daylight or whatever. I won't tolerate, and I think that he understands that where I stand with my channel and being around that, and I think that Sam will respect that. I apologize on my behalf for putting it out there like that and getting things a little twisted. Thank you to the mods that stayed in here and did what they needed to do. I understand it's very late, but yet I appreciate you guys. To everybody else, have a good night. Stay blessed. Thank you all for coming in, and I apologize for my slow process, but obviously my medication's working. I felt it like 2-3 hours after I took it. And I guess it was supposed to take quite a while. But tomorrow my goal is to get the little check off list to make sure that I can take my the other med, the hydro, whatever, 3 times tomorrow. Because I don't want to forget. And I've been having an issue with forgetting and stuff. So you guys all stay blessed. Thank you all for coming in. And again, I apologize to anybody that got offended or, yeah.